up, you beautiful bastards? Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. Welcome back to the Philip DeFranco Show, and let's just jump into it. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is the crazy news that YouTubers H3H3 Productions are being sued by a fellow YouTuber. Now, if you're not familiar with H3H3 Productions, it's Ethan and Hilla. I've been a fan of them since they were just under 100,000 subscribers. The channel involves comedy, sketches, commentary on other YouTube videos, other things in society, and most recently they put out a video called We're Being Sued. And in it they explain fellow YouTuber Matt Zone not only put a strike against their account for a video they did on him, but he is now actually suing them in a lawsuit that could last 2 years and cost them around $100,000. And that's what they're saying it will most likely cost them just to fight and win. Now, if they lose, it's a whole different case.
Because if you lose, it'll cost you everything.
Yeah.
You go bye-bye.
Also, quick note, we won't be showing a picture of Matt Hoss, and I'll be saying in my opinion a lot because I don't want this video taken down. Looking at the video that has caused all of this fuss, in my opinion, it's fucking ridiculous. To me, it looked like Matt Hoss just wasn't a fan of someone being critical of his totally dope parkour skills and acting. In his video, Ethan shows the first demands from Matt Hoss and his attorney, saying, "At this time, we demand that the clients immediately cease and desist their infringement of Mr. Hoss's work and remove the infringing video from YouTube and any other publishing platform. Also, that the clients sign a mutual release and confidentiality agreement wherein they shall agree to not infringe on any of the client's current or future works, and that they pay our clients current legal fees in this matter, which as of today is $3,750.
It's like you either do this in the next 24 hours or I sue you.
Then it gets weirder because later in the negotiations they say, okay, how about this? Make a video where you apologize for using Matt Hoss's content and then promote him. Yes, really, promote Matt Hoss and his channel for a certain block of time.
Is make a video on your main channel promoting Bold Guy, talking about how you respect him as a creator, apologizing for using too much of his content, post on all of your social medias for 2 months.
And personally, I look at everything that has been presented. I think the lawsuit is insane. If you want to judge for yourself, you can watch their full 15-minute video on this topic. So here's my opinion on the matter. One, thank you to Ethan and Hilla for fighting this guy and not just giving him $4,000 of what I personally find to be extortion. I see it as a guy saying, I could make your life miserable or give me $4,000 in promotion. In my opinion, it's a classic example of someone who has nothing to lose going after someone who does. Like Ethan says in his video, it would be a horrible precedent to set. All of a sudden, people could be like, oh, that guy criticized me and used my footage. I'm gonna take their channel down. And it's also ballsy of H3H3 to fight back in this situation because the laymen, the people that are going to be on a jury in a case like this, they may not understand fair use. And that's based off of the previous precedent between Jukin Media versus Ray William Johnson. Ray, of course, another tuber, he had a clip show, he used other people's clips, turned out 40 of them at least were Jukin Media. They took Ray to court and a jury said that in all 40 cases, Ray was not covered by fair use. And at the end of the whole case, Jukin Media and Ray William Johnson came to some sort of agreement and settlement. So if this goes to a jury, the outcome's in the air. Who knows? There are different ways that you can defend H3H3 compared to Ray William Johnson. Anything can happen with a jury. Also, I'd like to thank Mr. Ryan Morrison, or as he's known on the internet, video game attorney, for helping these guys out as well. And the third and last thing is that this is a much bigger deal than just H3H3 Productions. This is a huge case on fair use and YouTubers in general. And in Ethan's video, he says that, this could bankrupt them, it could ruin them, but he doesn't want to ask, anyone for money. Just thank you for all the support.
We can't ask you guys for more money. All we can say is thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have given us.
Fuck that, this is a huge deal, which is why, as of recording this video, I am starting a GoFundMe to raise money for Ethan's defense. Also, as a way to get the ball rolling, I'm putting $5,000 of my own personal money into this fund to get things started. Also, please don't see the size of my donation and go, oh, my $3 to $5 won't matter. Yes, it will. Smallest dollar amounts add up, and those that don't have the money, the shares do too. Whether I knew Ethan or not, I don't like someone fucking with my home. In my opinion, a YouTuber or a YouTube channel should not be able to get taken down by someone who does not like criticism or jokes about them. In my opinion, anyone who doesn't like the criticism and thus uses a broken copyright system to shut down freedom of speech is a little bitch. And if we are a community here on YouTube and not just a smorgasbord of random channels that are one-offs and just trying to get views, we will stand with Ethan. Because at first people try and squash the small guy, then they try to squash guys like Ethan, and then they go after everyone. We just can't let stuff like this go down on our watch. And from there, I want to share some stuff I love today. And today in Awesome, made possible by the beautiful bastard, and life's not a competition, but if it was, I'd be winning shirts. You guys love them. They haven't been available for about a week now, so I'm putting them up for another 5 days. Grab those while you can. And the first bit of awesome is a sketch on YouTube about a new buddy cop duo, Good Cop, Alligator Cop.
Get him away, dude! It's an alligator! Did you know that he was here?
Side note, yes, that's a real alligator, and no, I didn't go to that side of the office the entire day. Then, I don't know why people hate Anne Hathaway. I personally love Anne Hathaway, which is why I love James Corden and Anne Hathaway having a rap battle.
The only Catwoman I acknowledge is Halle Berry.
The Honest Trailers guy hit up X-Men, but not the movie X-Men the animated series.
Stop trying to make Jubilee happen, show. It's not gonna happen.
Side note, I'm going to the new X-Men movie tonight. I'll give you a quickie review tomorrow. Then my favorite stupid piece of awesome today is everyone losing their damn mind about this kid who at a talent show flipped a bottle of water. No, your eyes are not broken. That has 37,000 retweets. And guys, remember, if you want to see the full versions of everything I just shared, the beautiful bastard of the day, the secret link of the day, anything at all, links as always are in the description down below. And then let's talk about what the hell is happening in schools. There are two insane stories. The first one coming out of Florida. Florida sheriffs are currently investigating cell phone footage that seems to show a 15-year-old girl going into the restroom with a bunch of boys and having sex with them. And when I say a bunch, what I mean is the report said that they saw her and 25 other boys go into the restroom. Although they did want to clarify the number of boys who had sex with the girl is, quote, less than the number seen going into the restroom, but they then did not elaborate. And while the girl nor her parents are pressing charges, this could be a huge case. The reason being is you have 25 boys in there, and even if they did not participate, many did film it. And because the girl is 15 years old, that means that they were filming child pornography, and that doesn't even go into if they sent it to other people, which means that some of them may be guilty of distributing child pornography. And on top of that, there could be statutory rape charges all around. Florida's age of consent is 18, although they do have a provision that allows 16 and 17-year-olds to have sex with anyone between the age of 16 and 23. But as previously mentioned, the girl was 15 years old. And the main point of this story is, what? There are no words. I don't possess a deep enough vocabulary to properly explain how crazy this is to me. But as crazy as that story is, it does not hold a candle to a story coming out of Idaho. Just read this headline with me. White high school football players in Idaho charged with raping black disabled teammate with a coat hanger. Yes, really. According to authorities, this disabled teenager, this kid with mental disabilities, was in the locker room after a practice. One of his teammates walks over to him. He has his arms out. The kid thinks that he's gonna get a hug. Instead, what allegedly happened is he grabbed this poor kid, restrained him, put him on the ground. And then another one of his teammates came over with a coat hanger and shoved it up his ass. And then a third teammate coming over and kicking it several times to jam it deeper and cause more damage. And according to the lawsuit, it's not just this one alleged rape. The rape itself was actually the peak of months and months of racist abuse. And reportedly, it started off with just names like Kool-Aid, watermelon, chicken eater, or just plainly put the N-word. Then you had the coaches of the team being accused of encouraging the kids to fight where they would actually get in a circle. And this poor kid who's been getting abused was made to wear boxing gloves, and then one other kid on his team who was much larger than him didn't have to wear it, was just bare fist, knocked him unconscious. They also allegedly gave him painful wedgies, stripped him of his clothes, took photos of him naked against his will, and then finally this attack with a coat hanger. And the news that we have now is that after months of investigation, the Attorney General has filed charges against all three attackers in this final incident. Even bigger news there is 2 of the 3 teenagers will be tried as adults and could face up to life in prison. And on top of the criminal charges, the family is also suing the school for $10 million. And that lawsuit aimed at the school is most likely about those school employees that did nothing to help this boy and possibly encourage the abuse. Then, thanks to the Department of Justice, we had news around the Charleston shooter. That shooter, of course, the 22-year-old piece of garbage that went to a historically black church and shot everybody up. He killed 9 people, and his reasoning for this that he wrote in his manifesto was, I chose Charleston because it is the most historic city in my state and at one time had the highest ratio of blacks to whites in the country. We have no skinheads, no real KKK, no one doing anything but talking on the internet. Well, someone has to have the bravery to take it into the real world, and I guess that has to be me. And the news we got was from Attorney General Loretta Lynch, who said, after thoroughly considering all relevant factual and legal issues, I have determined that the Justice Department will seek the death penalty. And my response to that is good. This kind of hate-filled, cold-blooded murderer is an outlier and does not deserve my air. Although another part of me thinks the only just punishment would be to put him in General Pop in a very, very black prison. We can see how brave he was then. And that's actually where I'm gonna end today's show. And remember, if you liked this video, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. But that said, of course, as always, my name's Philip DeFranco. You've just been filled in. I love yo faces, and I'll see you tomorrow.